Hey, this is Fern Cook with Vision Accomplished. Today we're going to talk about a common problem, at least in our area, wherein large trees continue to grow and overtake all of the sunlight available for a front yard landscape. What you end up with is something that looks like this. Pretty sorry looking dead grass, a few struggling shrubs. Someone's trying hard to maintain a bed edge, but it's just not working at this point. So we have some solutions to replace a small turf area with an interesting landscape that features both plants and also some hardscapes and some containers that help make a space interesting instead of just a cacophonous mass planting. So there's some good tricks in here. The first thing we did was outlined a new simple slate chip pathway. I wanted to give us something to play off of. This is kind of like, I don't know, the hard lines in a painting that give your eyes somewhere to rest so that you can focus on all the beautiful details. So we created this slate chip pathway that runs from the front door area through the garden to a nice little bench which the clients already had, and off to the sidewalk where neighbors frequently approach. We started the hardscape project by amending this retaining wall. You can see, oh, there's your after picture from that same view, and here's the existing retaining wall. Basically runs all the way down the street. What we did, the client's driveway was not nearly wide enough to allow for stepping out of the car. It had room for parking, but not room for walking. So we extended this wall, just one timber high, and added some slate chips in between the driveway and the new wall so that there's somewhere to get out of the car and not run into a shrub. You can see the slate chip pathway in the background, leading to the bench and out to the sidewalk. We also added these colorful red pots. I love the front door being red. And they have this red camellia that's obviously not always in bloom, but in the winter it does bloom. So I played up on the red theme, found these gorgeous red pots, and it instantaneously, even though the plants are tiny, this is right after installation, so everybody's got room to grow. They're installed 24 inches on center. The center of each plant is about 24 inches apart so that they don't end up overcrowding. But the pots and the hardscapes and a handful of boulders give us some really quick all-season interest. So let's talk specifically about the plants that we used. This is a very low-maintenance design, appropriate for shade. I try my best in the front of a house, which to me is the face of a house, to use some evergreen plants, not just all deciduous ones like perennials, like daylilies that die out in the winter. This is the face of your home, so you want something that sticks around. We left the anise bushes in front of the porch, just giving them a nice little haircut, left that camellia that lives over here behind the tree in the corner. But then we've added a really nice variety of evergreen and flowering perennials as well, and shrubs as well. So at the corner here, we have a frost-proof gardenia, which gives you a great scent as you walk in the front door. We have some autumn fern, which I relocated from over here. There are already some here, but we brought some over to fill in. That's an excellent all-season interest, hardy little evergreen fern. This shows you the width and the layout of the walkway as it curves and winds around. We have some encore azaleas that bloom off and on all summer. They're evergreen. Creeping sedum is a hardy, part sun, okay plant. This is the corner that gets the most sun, so I put the sedum there, but they are also semi-evergreen. They don't just disappear in the winter time. We have some hellebores, Lenten rose, everyone loves those. A coral bark Japanese maple, again playing on the red theme. I flanked the Japanese maple with 3 oak leaf hydrangea. I found a semi-dwarf form that won't get huge like the originals, but that'll make a really gorgeous summer display. And then I put an old favorite, ajuga, underneath this pot in this corner to grow up and spread around these boulders. So all in all, it is a really simple but cohesive replacement for the sod or turf that was once in this front yard. Before, after. One more time. Before, after. Thanks for joining. See you next time on Vision Accomplished with Fern Cook.